Good morning. Dear ladies, gentlemen, Honorable Minister Singh, it's really good to see you again. Minister Soda, dear leaders on this panel, I'm very excited to be back to Elecrama. Let's not forget that this event in our industry, and I've been in the industry for the past 36 years, is the biggest event of our industry in the world. I would like also to congratulate IMA for organizing such an event, and I would like to congratulate you for such an opening. And with the introduction of AI, together with the world of electricity, what a better manner to show the inflection of our industry. Now, I tell you, it raises a challenge for any speaker in this forum because AI delivers better speeches than we human beings. So now, my name is very complicated, so in our company, people call me JPT. So I've decided to name this address ChatGPT. That's my best idea to relate it to AI, right? Look, it's extremely encouraging to see the orientation of India in the field of energy. For me, this year is very special because it's the 60th anniversary of Schneider in the country. And I came for the first time in India 30 years ago. And since that time, I've come every year here, and I visited many and multiple times India. And we've made of India at Schneider our third largest business in the world. So I want to thank you all for all your partnership. India's sustainability commitments are bold steps in the fight towards climate change. And what strikes me is that becoming net zero by 2070 and being energy independent by 2047 are the natural objective of anybody who has to deal with energy security and net zero. But what strikes me also is the intelligence of the objective, because when you speak about energy, very often people speak about the supply. And here by 2030, there is a very clear objective of 50% of electricity requirements with renewable, but there is also a requirement on the energy intensity, the demand, which you don't see in many countries, but it's very clear that energy transition starts with the demand. We are all professionals of energy in this room, and I think we bear a huge responsibility to India and to the world. Our first mission, our first objective is to provide safe and reliable energy to anybody in the world and anybody in India, because access to energy and electricity is a passport to a decent life. So that's absolutely our first mission. And then we have to make sure that we support, with what we do, the ambitious plan of development of India. But at the same time, we have a second duty. We have a second duty, which is to reimagine the world of electricity and energy to make it sustainable. Because climate change is first and above all affecting the poor part of the population, farmers, people who are poorer, who are affected by droughts, by water shortages, and by all the problems and the climate disorders created by climate change. So the challenge we face together is to bring together the dimension of energy for all on sustainability, progress on sustainability for everybody on the planet. Great news here, because we are entrepreneurs and we need to be optimists, is that this comes at the same time when technology is disrupting our world. Digital is bringing absolutely a new equation in front of efficiency. We can disrupt the level of efficiency with digital to a completely new level. On electrification, clean electrification revolutions the structure of energy chains and enables decarbonization. There is a need to upgrade every part of the value chain. Generation with cleaner energy production, distribution with smart grids, and more microgrids close to the point of consumption, and the generally forgotten part of the equation, but Satish Pai spoke very well about it, energy transitions, real energy transition happen from the demand side. Cars will not become electrical because there is more electricity. They will become electrical because somebody has started to design performing, affordable, and sustainable electrical cars. So actually, we think that the priority is on demand because it will drive the transition and then supply will chase the demand. We just produced at Schneider a study about sustainability in India, and we are issuing the report today in Elecrama. I invite you to read it. And it's very encouraging about the potential that we have here. Our world will be, as was said before, far more digital, all digital, and far more electrical. We believe that electricity 4.0 will be the fuel for this new energy and new electric world, and will be the main driver to the path to net zero. Reinforcing our commitment to sustainability, Schneider Electric is delighted to become the sustainability partner for Elecrama. I invite you, among all, to visit us in our booth, Schneider Electric booth on Larsen & Toubro booth. You're going to be most welcome to visit us. To support India's vision of carbon, this study shows that we just published that we need to focus on demand, that we need to focus on energy services, and we need to couple the evolution of supply with the evolution of demand. We have even got to a scenario where, rather than going to net zero by 2070, what would it take for India to get to net zero by 2047? And from that point of view, I believe that India has an incredible opportunity in front of it like no other country. India will see its energy consumption more than double in the next coming 25 years. But in front of that, as the world is going to be much more electric, the electricity consumption will be multiplied by 6, which means that most of the electrical infrastructure and the energy infrastructure of India will be built in the next 25 years by our generation, by our companies. And think about it. We are seeing the world today, the US, Europe, rebuilding their energy system to be sustainable and spending hundreds of billions of dollars to do that. Rebuilt everything because the old model of energy was not sustainable. In India, the duty of our enterprises is to make sure that we build this new world of energy right from the first time, and that we make sure it's going to be sustainable right from the beginning. I'm proud to share that we want to be a very active participant of this revolution of energy which is happening in India. And India being the most populous country and the fastest growing country in the world, what happens in energy here does matter for the whole world. We have over time invested a lot in India. We have here 34,000 employees. We have 30 manufacturing sites. We have more than 6,000 people working in R&D and a lot of digital in that. We are present in 500 countries, and we are exporting to 30 export locations. We are committed to energy efficiency. We are committed to helping our customers to reduce their operating costs, to increase their resilience, and accelerate their path to net zero. Through our 3 companies, Schneider Electric, Larsen & Toubro, and Luminous, we are committed to help our customers through all their needs in energy. We have strategically aligned our business approach to contribute to all the priorities of India, like Made in India, Digital India, and Skill India. And I want to say personally, because I've lived through all the steps, that our biggest pride is to positively impact 250,000 people, giving them access to green electricity for the first time, and to do that to train 180,000 youth unemployed originally in our 400 training centers, and helping more than 1,000 of them to create their own company. I want to end this address by telling you that we are looking for even more collaboration with your companies, and we thank you for everything we do together. I wish to all of our brands and our companies participating in this event a great contribution to the fantastic vision of one Earth, one family, one future. Thank you.